Alright, so I had an idea to use an ungodly, abominable combination of pistons and spin blocks and animate them with Lua. Do this. And here we have a fully functioning chainsaw blade. Now, I am so upset because, as you can imagine, this took a lot of time and a lot of troubleshooting to make, and I lost the footage of me making it. But I still have the footage of me attempting to make a fully functioning ship out of it. So that's what we're gonna show you. So that's what you're gonna see today. I'm gonna be just messing around, putting this on ships, trying to figure out how to incorporate this into a design. And, yeah, it's a shame because I'm really proud of this code. And I showed a little bit of me working on it. That wasn't the focus of the video because I don't want to bore the hell out of you guys with just Lua code. That's not the most exciting stuff, but, you know, c'est la vie. Also, forgive me. I've improved my mic quality recently. This footage was recorded before that, so it's going to be a little worse. So, thanks for bearing with me. Here we go. Alright, it's going to be a little bit front heavy at this point. Okay, a lot front heavy. Okay, it's going to be unconscionably front heavy. More importantly, for a white flare ship, it's going to be gruesome. God, there's so many spin blocks. How much does this thing cost? The chainsaw costs 30 grand because of just how stupid expensive spin blocks are. It is a shame. Oh no, it's not spin blocks, it's pistons that are expensive. Interesting. Who knows, maybe this will make it look a lot cooler. You know what? If you colored it right, I fuck with that. I fuck with that heavy. That looks good. Let's check how much damage do these things have. Oh god. Wait, 925,000? Wait, is this a wait. That's an insanely high number. And it pussies out at the last moment.
Hit it with the buzzsaw! I built you a fucking chainsaw on your nose!
You're like that fucking anime. I don't know, the one with the man who's a chainsaw. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe someone in the comments will remember the anime with the man who has a chainsaw on his face. Who knows, but I made you into that anime and this is how you repay me? By pussying out and just whacking it with the edge of the buzzsaw? Charge at it! Yes! Oh my god, it actually does insane damage. It actually just barely refills before going to the next one, so this is actually practical. Granted, it needs to have a pretty tanky, like, mid-bar, but this actually does have a practical use. You know what? I am happy with this. It's not fantastic. Like, it seems to be less effective than normal at dealing a lot of damage. Yeah, like, these rams are going through it better. But I think it being functional and still looking cool. The size is actually another benefit, because that means it's way better at shearing things in half. It is still a shame how hard they nerfed rams. Now the most viable way of doing it is having it run away and then swoop back into a bombing run. Like you saw the amount of damage it did just there, just because it had velocity. What the hell just happened? I don't know what just happened to the chainsaw, but I think this is a good vibe for a naval chainsaw. I don't have many IRL naval chainsaws to, you know, go off of as reference, so we're just gonna have to pretend that naval chainsaws have a, we're just gonna pretend that naval chainsaws have, like, these weird little facets. We'll call them, like, heating vents or something. Can you tell I'm trying to make, like, legitimize the concept of a naval chainsaw by just saying that a lot casually as if it's a thing that even vaguely exists? After much thinking about, I have got what I believe to be the final iteration of the chainsaw, and I just now realized that there is no rubber on the outside, which will be an issue. God dang it. Looks cool, though. Yeah, no, it's good. It's fine. Now, I could mount this on something. 732 sub-objects. 732 sub-objects, I think, is what's causing it. I've got this funkalicious feeling that maybe 732 sub-objects is starting to fry my PC. Alright, we are getting desperate. But now I think this should be able to float. Quote-unquote float. It's flying. It's flying with a little bit of water assistance. Well, it's not doing that either. Alright, now since the AI just wouldn't get its ass together and lift up, we're outsourcing that job to a PID, which should hopefully realize, yeah, even though it can't really do it, it's at least making an attempt to do it. What happened down here? Oh! Oh! I have figured out the issue. That side goes down 1 block deeper than this side. Alright, now let's see. We're gonna put it into God mode and see how it handles a smaller craft. How expensive is this thing? Oh my god, it is so expensive for how weak it's gonna be. Put it up against the smallest thing that I think could easily take these missiles. And now let's see how this chunky monster, having 5-meter propellers and barely being able to break double digits, is surely a good sign. Oh, it's opened up. This is so stupid. This is a bad ship. It's too big and chunky to be any good. Alright. We've added more turning capability. These will eventually be like big old pontoons underwater, sticking out the front. Trust me, it'll grow into its skeleton. Right now, it's just a skeleton. Actually, you probably shouldn't trust me on that. It's like 50-50 at this point, if this thing's going to still exist after this test, or if it's just gonna stay as a stupid meme. God, this is so laggy. It is struggling with just the concept of this thing. I might end up biting the bullet and removing 2 of these chainsaws. Sadly, I don't think From the Depths can handle this. And I'm not certain there's a more efficient way of doing it. How heavy is it? Yeah. That's why these things do 700,000 damage at 10 meters per second. I almost said miles per second. I would expect them to do more at 10 miles per second. I would expect them to split an atom at 10 miles per second. Why are you not turning? What? No. Come on. You're overshooting it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes! Eat it! Kill it! I want this thing annihilated. Oh my god, it's actually getting annihilated. Oh my god. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, and it grabs it in with another tentacle. Oh my god. Okay, let's see what it does if it's a slightly bigger ship, because that fit in a little bit too well. Let's make it a tiny bit bigger. A tiny bit bigger. Let's make it a tiny bit bigger. Alright, so here's the Megalodon. Come on. Come on, little buddy. Come on, you got this. You can do it. Ignore those torpedoes. It's fine. You're in God mode. You don't need to be scared. Go for it. Go for it. Come on, you got this. This is a big boat. You're gonna be eaten well if you go for it. Come on. You got this. Please. Wow, it kind of dwarfs the Megalodon width-wise. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to fill all this out. Come on. You could go for it. You turn a little bit. Turn. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And now what if we turn off firing, but also turn off God? I want to see what this does. Okay, I think something has become abundantly clear. Alright, so removing these two. It basically halves the weight. And now it's 2/3 the cost. Man, it's a tad disappointing. You know, I think I have to face that the rubber is ruining it. Actually, you know what? Let's add a little extra, like, snaggletooth. See if this increases its, like, does this do something good? Doesn't matter because it didn't hit this time around, but... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, we're good. I don't know what that was, but we're good. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to put, like, thorns on it. Alright. I'm gonna update this and be right back. Oh god, it's so much more, maneuverable now that it's, half the weight, turns out. Oh god, it's flying. You know what, we might be able to just get rid of these propellers. We'll see how 2 does after a little update. I think I figured it out. I just slowed down the game speed. It appears some things must be dependent on game speed. So I think when the spin blocks start tweaking out, like they have done occasionally, I think it's gotta be because every time there's a big explosion, the game does like a cinematic slowdown. Just so you know, like, occasionally it'll like slow down when something explodes. That's not because of lag, it's because it wants to like slow-mo the explosion. So that's why it'll occasionally just start tweaking like mid-battle. It's because something exploded and it slowed down to show it, and physics engine doesn't like it. Alright, now... Unfortunately, I don't like the look of that, how they keep touching together, but you know what? I'm actually gonna fix that. And that is a very, very easy fix. Watch this. I bump this 2 meters forward. Now, once it catches up, look at that! The way it, like, locks together. Oh, that's way more gnarly now. I'm thinking of having it clamp down when they get really close, like when they're in it. But I don't know. I don't know about that. Where are you going? Where are you go? Oh, you're going for the middle. You want the juiciest part. Okay, I see. And now I'm thinking this might actually, even though the physics isn't great for this, it is actually going to pull it in a little bit. Speaking of pulling it in a little bit, why is it not? Oh my god! Okay, the laser anti-missile system on the Megalodon is so nasty that it actually killed them while they were still in the gantry. That was insane. I want to see that again. It's a good thing this thing ain't doing shit to it, because... Come on, you got this. God, it's so close. Oh, you're teasing me. Oh, you're not hitting the underside either. Wait, you could actually take out the laser anti-missile system. That would be kind of funny. Does the Megalodon only have metal armor? Really? Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna need this thing to bite down. Alright, so now when they're really close, it bites down. Oh, look at that. Actually, can we... Oh my god. It doesn't like this. It does not like what's happening. Damage done, 27. But for why? But why? Why does it do 27 damage? It's because we're not moving. Yeah, so... with the RAM nerf, it's pretty much completely useless if your ship is stationary. I'm used to the old glory days of RAM. Well, I think this is the end of it. Unless... I'm realizing that post-RAM nerf, this is complete abysmal dog shit and just doesn't work, so we're gonna have to make it go fast. If we're gonna want it to be like, you know, any amount of damage. It turns out Naval Chainsaw physics engine is not built for this. See, doesn't this look like chainsaw shaped? Actually looks quite good without the saw in it. It looks good. It looks even better with the saw in it, though. Oh, this is perfect. We can use the side ducted intakes to do top and bottom like this. I don't think we have room to be using compressors. We've got a piddly 36K. Let's see if this works better once our intakes are unblocked. Alright, now we get 60K. Fortunately, we can't really test how strong that is until we've got hydrofoils set up. Let me let you in on a little secret. Just slapping enough hydrofoils on any ship will make it a water skimmer. You don't need to put any work into it, it just works on its own. Now these rams are weak as hell, but if we keep moving, it still does nothing. I think the sad truth of the matter is that chainsaws are not a practical weapon on a ship. But you know what? I think I could make it work. So now we've got matched pairs. We can draw in these hydrofoils a little bit further. Not have them sticking out so unreasonably far. Obviously, these will, if we keep working on it and getting it to a point where it'll actually fly, we're not going to have the hydrofoil set up like. And this theoretically should do a lot better. Normally, you don't want to split your rams because then it'll just... Normally, you want to do damage in one point, so you try to shear the ship in half. You know what? We kind of need this. And it's gonna do nothing. Because it... Yeah, that's why you don't want to split your rams between 2 points, but... Perhaps it was also a bad idea to choose a ship with rams on the front. So it works as a ramming ship while in God mode, which is not a difficult task. Then we'll have this central engine that also has some power generation. Much bigger, much stronger engine. What the fuck we read? Is it a Scarlet Dawn? Why is the water pink? It is. Huh. I didn't realize we were getting up here. Oh, we're getting way up here. Like, we need to move.
Moving out.
We are going fast. How many materials do we chew through? Ooh, that's bad. I mean, that's custom engines. You just keep chewing through more materials and you go faster. Alright, you stupid laggy piece of shit. You get one last chance. This is the easiest charge of the century. You just need a slight turn. Very, very slight turn for a ramming ship. Come on. Okay, you've got it lined up. Nope, you're overshooting. Why are you overshooting it? And it's just not turned. There it goes. There it goes. Come on. Yes. Yes. There we go. We finally get to see the chainsaw actually cut something. Oh, that is satisfying. Finally. After all this work. And now it's completely broken because of the slowdown due to the explosions. That is really stupid that it does that. Alright. Now here's the issue. How do we make this not die instantly? And I honestly have no idea. So we're just gonna wing it. Wait. Highly flammable. Yes, it's a box of fuel. It's a fuel tank. Flammability 20%, fire resistance 40. Flammability 60%, fire resistance 10. How are you gonna go about saying it's highly flammable when it's less flammable than just normal plain material storage? Alright, final cost 185,000. Way overpriced and super flimsy. I kind of just couldn't figure out how to get it to be not as reliant on hydrofoils. Alright, let's see how well this thing... It's not gonna perform well at all. I just want to see the chainsaw. Now I want to make a ship to like an airplane ram. Like it's meant to take out other airplanes by ramming into them. I think that'd be funny. But for now, let's just try to get the most basic fucking ramming ship working. Tweaked some more AI settings. Disabled any navigation and just said to go directly at them. There we go! Look at that! And you know what? It actually worked. Not fantastically well, but it looks like it's gonna do some damage. And it gets stuck. Yeah, we get it. You really don't need to rub it in. All right. I'm not gonna put much more into it because I can't get much more out of these chainsaws. Like this 756 damage is abysmal, especially when you consider... Oh, how much is like a spin block with a ram? How much do you think? Instead of 756, we can get it going at 360. Let's add a little bit of mass. Not much, just a little bit of mass. Let me turn it. So instead of 756, 20, yeah. Yeah, chainsaw looks cool. Laggy, doesn't work. This is a failure. Thanks for watching anyway, though. Hope you like it, and if you have any more dumb suggestions, drop them in the comments or on my Discord. I'll probably be more responsive to them there. Yeah, thanks for watching.